start pulling?
Oh, wait a second.
Okay, well,
They're
someone
gonna
already
do it.
started.
Alright, just go.
So during the raid,
Mobs.
I would like to mostly focus on the raid. And then after the raid, hang on, these people are talking. After the raid, I'll be able to do a lot of Q&A, and you know, you got questions about, oh, this rotation, that gear, whatever. Please hold your questions till the end of the presentation. That way I can focus on the raid pump, and then I can focus on your questions later, and you know, it'll be good. Is that a rogue? Yeah, this is, yes. I only have rogues.
God, they would disarm me.
What is happening here? This mob is not dead.
There's a murloc on my dick for like...
Can we kill this elite that's got me at 7 stacks of this bleed?
Still a murloc.
Like, I'm all for pulling fast, but like, don't just ignore mobs that actually fucking hurt.
Good. Let me double check this. Shadow Strike, Venom, Slaughter. Yeah, that's what we want for first boss.
Mr. Zugzugs don't pull when we're not ready.
Yeah.
Noted.
Zugs.
You got a lunchbox? I agree. Yes.
I heard you.
Post armor for the warriors? No shot.
Please no staying up with the buff.
Yeah, don't grief. You get a debuff on this boss, get in the water, or it knocks everybody off.
Are we ready to go? We'll get some mana before boss.
Yes.
Some mana.
Someone pulled. Why? Okay, we're going.
Why? How? I'm completely...
Fine.
Okay, I can't even get, like, brilliant, guys.
Why did we kill that so fast?
What? That's not an...
Bombs on me.
Calvina pet.
Yeah, I can't get to the boss. I'm getting fucking perma-dazed off this crap.
Watch out, the frontal.
Alright, that was a scuffed pull. Scuffed as hell.
I'm taunting boss.
I think it was a hunter pet that pulled the boss. Or someone got knocked towards the boss.
Someone was just on the platform.
I think someone got knocked over there.
Looting the boss so we can
Over
get
here.
our outlaw
Over here,
saber.
over here. The left.
We have
Let's
2
get all this-
mana? No, we're
Wait, what are
half
they
and
doing?
25%.
I
We're good,
I
we'll
had
stop
to
for
place
mana
my
before
pet.
we move.
I was
Yeah.
going up there before you guys were trying to fucking giga burst the last mob. I don't know why we did that.
We're going for speed.
It
Yeah.
wasn't about giga bursting, like...
No,
Or at least
I
tell us that
literally
you're
went-
doing it so we
I
can
went
slow
pre
down.
up there. Hold on. Let me talk first. I went pre up there, and I was trying to get my pet there. You guys literally killed it before I even had a chance to get back away. Like, I
Yeah, but
was
your
trying
pet
to
would have
pull
pulled
them
then,
off.
right?
You shouldn't be putting your pet up there though. Like you do it like.
Yeah, you
you
do
don't
it
need
on
to
the
do
run
that.
in. You
Yeah, you
just
do it on
dismiss
the
it and re-summon it.
Because you
you
go
don't
across
have
the
to.
finger straight up.
Yeah, it's a little like, guys,
Slug
it's
practice.
fine.
I was literally in the middle of doing that.
Gotta change our rune here. Runes plural, actually. Put this here, that there, and now we're good for the rest of the show.
Oh shit.
Are we good on mana? Because I don't want us to get to the Nagans, otherwise we have to wait.
Yep.
Alright. Grab as much mana as you can. Pulling. Ow, it's coming. Guys, don't. For fuck's sake.
Kill the sea witch, melee.
We are immobilized.
Flush the bubbles, they explode.
I don't know how far away I have to get for that. Probably get a health stone. Be safe. Health healing potion.
Let me know in thought. Or you can do a pet tome actually. If you want.
Not getting stacks of deadly. Oh, there we go.
I was kind of hoping we wouldn't need to taunt as well. We can just keep pumping.
Yeah. Would be ideal.
I forgot Blood Fury on both of these bosses. We'll have to do it on Cereves.
We'll just have pet taunt, because I'm low.
It's 2-minute cooldown, whatever, I can hit it now.
Kill the boss. Please.
There we go.
He fucking parried. That is so unfortunate.
Mijay was talking big game about how no one was going to be able to pull threat off of him, so I was like in position to go hard on that boss, and then there was threat issues at the opener, and then he was upset about there being threat issues. I'm like, okay, bro, I'm just not going to take this serious. I'm not, you know. If someone says they got a big threat and no one can ever pull threat off them, you know, I act accordingly. My breath's kind of low. Yeah, we got pretty unlucky with our deadly poison procs on that boss.
I got you.
They just give you underwater.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm not trying to do it that much. Just get to the water. Let's kill his crab real quick and let us drink a little bit. Now you can pull. We're out of combat. Drink.
Alright. We got a blood fury this one.
Do a little quick drink. We don't need full mana for it.
Alright.
Alright, you can go.
Obviously try and stand behind because you're going to get cleaved.
Didn't get the deadly stacks very quickly, but now we
Going
got
straight back into the water after this.
Oh, I was supposed to slice, not...
Good kill,
Big
good
sword.
kill.
Big sword.
Red Simon?
That's Simon, big sword.
I never see that on my rug. Grazie. Yeah,
That's the
but
first time
that
I've seen it. This is like
Oh,
clear
really?
7 or 8 for me.
That is.
Did you
Across
kill the-
2 characters.
Oh yeah, that's just pain.
Agi cloak is not better
Sergeant's
than the
better.
sergeant. Yeah, sergeant's better for everybody.
Alright, so that,
Anyway.
that first rupture was supposed to be a slice.
I've got a healer
I was
here.
paying attention to the deadly brew stacks and being like, I can't envenom, therefore rupture, but it was actually just supposed to be slice.
Yeah, we're good. Zoom, zoom.
Hell yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
We got it.
Just make sure there's less spell on melee. Novas.
Yeah, as long as I can save my gloves for Goomer, apparently threat is just not an issue on us either, which is nice.
Warlock's bugged. What the fuck?
Yeah, we're equipping that one. That's not one that's going to be traded for any purpose.
Yeah, I'm like big lagged right now. Can't use my build. My breath bar still shot too. I love Blizzard.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're both auto run on the same spot.
Now we're back.
Oh, there we go.
Really go for speed into the like fat this whole fucking hallway. Just like pull everything.
I got a mob on me behind us.
Well, now we don't really need the Outlaw Saber. So, you know, that's good.
Get out of combat, just drink a little bit.
Fuck this Nova, man.
Yeah, so I pulled it ahead of time to see if it would go off, and she just took forever Nova.
Yeah, I think, like I said, fapping this and pulling all the way to here is probably a good shout.
Yep.
Alright, we'll see if we can do things right on Gelly House.
We'll probably do eventually. Still need more gear on people. So like Giga.
Tank Pro?
Luckily you got 2 warriors with epic swords, so
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Time got a sword. Looking good.
Wait, don't hit her. Don't hit her. No, let me bait. Just run ahead. I'll get the oracles, I guess.
Got a bunch of this reduced damage curse. Need some decurse.
Friendly feral druid. Honestly, I think it is better if you just stay in cat form. Otherwise, you guys lose wild strikes. How long does it last? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
He's got rid of all of them now. Is there a rage mob up?
We'll leave one.
Oh, there's still a mob in back that can curse daggered.
Got it.
Need that one mob to the left over there for rage. Probably won't need it, but
And kill the Muck while I leave the Oracle. I've got to tremor totem down so the Oracle doesn't do anything. I don't think there is another mob in there, is there?
yeah, to the left.
Okay.
Just drink real quick. Out of combat. Drink real quick.
We will have all of our stuff for the boss.
Do your savage roar and all your good things that you need off of it.
As soon as you guys are ready, just let me know.
Yep, just kill it.
Going, boss.
Yep.
Right before the shield went up.
Fucking everyone's running behind the Murloc. So.
This is our safety corner. Oh.
Do warriors gain rage from things like poisons and shit like that? If so, I'll stop dispelling you.
That poison was from the trash. That I don't know.
It's going away.
On Lorgus Jet, can we just full nuke that elite? So I haven't got to worry about keeping aggro on it, and then we can just push through. It has to die at some point anyway. May as well kill it right at the start and just not have to deal with it.
to stay near full energy. Now we burn the energy. No, deadly stack. Damn. Deadly stack fell off. Unlucky. There we go. Invoker's Shawl.
That's my helm right there,
Walking
baby. That's
stick.
2-piece.
Okay.
Nice. We'll use that mob in the room for rage, so just grab some mana and shit right now.
Let's put that on easy. You can just start pulling it. They're drinking. Let's get in the room.
I actually couldn't get my fucking fat Tauren ass over the route.
Alright, this is the Lorgus Jet section.
Alright, we good?
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
Said they want to go on this guy first. Moved over and kicked when I saw the heal.
Again, not even bothering with the Murlocs.
Warriors using for rage.
Yes, I remember.
Energy lock. Okay, we can just chill. You want to have a full energy bar when Lorgus becomes active. We could, like, crack a slice off of
Starting
this guy.
left-hand side of the room we're in currently with us.
Nope, too slow.
Who's got a Christmas hat?
No, that's my best.
Kill him soon. The surge. Kill it.
Didn't Blood Fury. Fuck.
Moving it down.
Why do you have throws?
Can't forget. I keep forgetting that.
I guess it's multi-shot.
5 seconds when lightning shield. Next Molten Fury, I'm going to the right hand side of the room and we'll start moving back up. Moving across.
Oops.
Let's go.
And he's dead. Invoker
Another helmet, what the
Shawl.
hell?
Silver Hand
Well, that's,
Sabatons. Okay.
I think probably get that the
Not
Guru.
me. It's war.
Guru, do you need a helmet?
Those pants or those boots are good for you, war. I already have the.
Yeah, I need it.
All right, not a
I think
great
you guys have a
Lorgus
set
Jet.
for a helmet, so just roll for it if you want it.
I get it for DPS.
Interesting how one
Oh,
person
indeed.
needed on the Santa hat. We all agreed.
We didn't really talk about what we were doing with Santa hats. to be fair.
Guru passed on it, so you want the helmet, take it.
Listen, he didn't drop my fucking hammer still, so.
So you can be salty and need the Santa hat.
Exactly.
We want to make sure we're killing the satyrs on that.
Yeah,
base
it's not
up.
me to burn.
So yeah,
This is a really bad cap.
Or like you need to make sure you're cleaving. Whenever you see more than one mob, you're cleaving.
yeah, my pizza showed up like 25 minutes early, so I thought we'd be done by the raid. With the raid, it's just behind me and just smelling all glorious and
Oh,
pizza.
who's that pizza? Go, go, go.
Oh, maybe I'll have pizza tonight. That kind of makes me want to have some pizza. This is annoying. We're actually waiting out the debuff duration. This is such a bad debuff for Rogues. Rogues are a fast attacking, physical damage, dual wielder class. Getting a flat -10 to everything you hit is a big deal.
Damn, that rings pretty well.
Yeah.
So it's worth a lot, but I doubt it's actually worth a lot.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's really good stats for a ring. Like, it's like at least 4 gold, I think.
Yeah. 4 gold, yeah.
Like the best stats you can get at this event is 4. Like
I think we need that ring, actually. It's actually an upgrade. Yeah, actually.
Actually, wait. No, yeah,
has anyone got a shadow potion?
this-
Just for this next boss. I actually forgot mine in the mailbox. I'll sort you back out after the road.
I got you.
Cheers, mate. I'll sort you back out. It's literally in the mailbox. I just forgot to pick it up.
All good. We can, you trying to pre-pot the shadow and then do a FAP in phase 2, or just do the shadow in phase 2?
You can just do one. Don't need both. Whatever you prefer.
Well, I did my last raid. I popped a shadow protection potion. That was yesterday. And I realized on that character, it didn't even burn through the whole shadow protection, and I went to the next BFD, I still had the shadow protection buff.
Nice.
It's big.
It's actually a big chest piece.
Oh my god, what the hell's all those fucking greens?
big strength.
Greens are
We got a rage mob up, yeah. I guess it was.
Drinking.
What do you want for order on, like, who's going down into Dream Zone?
Just nuke the boss. You go down. Healers just stay in the back so none of the healers go down. Everybody else should be fine.
Okay.
If I'm gonna stun max melee range, so melee if you wanna just
I'll be on the right of him.
dive in a little bit.
We got managed bullets.
And do you want any priority on kicking? We have a couple kicks. Like, I could get the chains.
I'm gonna kick.
You will
I'm gonna
get
kick the chains. So
Alright, he's got listen. You just get mind blast.
alright, go in.
You'll be stunned down first though, so hold your kick probably. Let's let MJ kick first.
It does amaze me that every group says my name differently. It's quite fun.
Let's make sure to spell chains here.
Missed.
It's on you. It's hitting you for some reason. Like
Make
I'm
sure
not
to
sure
taunt
why.
when he gets sent down. Like mocking blow. And then taunt. His lunchbox.
I mean, he can go down. He's still there. Oh, that's a really bad puddle spot. We gotta fucking move.
Yeah, we're gonna move.
Let's
We're gonna
move
move
boss.
now.
That's a dog shit puddle.
Get behind him. Don't be stood on me.
I'm just standing on his right.
I'm down.
Taunt. Chain dispel.
He won't move. Need a kick so I can move him.
Make sure to get out of the purple stuff.
What was that?
You gonna kick him out?
Move the boss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
move
Move
it.
the boss.
I can't. He's doing his fucking transition.
Yeah, we just have to wait. Sick.
I'm not gonna move now. Just get behind him.
Spell.
As there's lots of people stood near me and getting cleaved, just get behind him.
And he's dead.
Big necklace.
What range fucking sat near the group?
It's fine. He's melee weave and just move the fucking boss.
Yeah, it's fun.
That seemed kind of scuffed.
Well, you can go D
he's
stance.
not-
You should already be
It was,
tanking
like,
the boss
not
in
great.
D stance. Just put a shield and kick it.
Already did. The boss wouldn't move because it's gassing. Like it just
Well, when you
literally
kick
refused
one,
to move.
well,
It
when
literally
you kick-
refused to move.
I literally tanked his boss, so I don't know
Yes,
what
I
you're
know,
telling
but
me.
it,
Yeah,
it
but
got
you
kicked
kick
and
it, he will
didn't
move. He literally moves if you kick him. He's all shadow, so you kick one, then he'll move.
Once.
My hat.
Wow, dude. Ah, fucking kick him.
Really collecting all the goddamn hats, aren't you?
Yeah, so it was kind of like last minute. They were
Pretty
like,
much
okay,
on that boss.
okay, like, you kick this, I kick that, who's going down? They didn't really have a designated order on who goes down. So it's not what I was used to coming from the Geordie raid, where it's like very clear what's happening. So I was a little confused. So like I missed some kicks at the start, and I don't know what it was causing me to take so much damage at the start too.
Just leave that one for rage real quick. Kill all these. Drink a little bit. Don't really need a drink, but.
Who's taking this with stacks? What are we doing on this boss?
Same thing as last week. You tank in, and lunchbox is your off tank.
Yeah, maybe you even get the extra stacks. That's it.
Are we doing a zero cleanse strategy?
Yep.
No ads?
Yep. Nope. No cleanse. No cleanse.
Roger that. I have a minute on my tea.
You haven't used retail. This is a good boss to retail on. Mr. Lunchbox. When you are tanking. Alright, we're all good. Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, winning.
Come here, you big fucking donut. So am I just taking all poison stacks? I actually don't remember last week. I was tired. I'm sorry.
Deadly dropped.
No.
Breath.
If I'm closest to you, it should go to me. Like the additional.
I got it.
It's not about
just eat it.
Isn't
You
it?
guys
It's
are
a
good
hateful.
stack, don't you? It's got 4 stacks.
Deadly,
Probably
please, one more deadly. Please, 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 proc. Well, pointing, but kind of.
Breath on the melee.
Box, just take the first
It's phasing.
part of the transition.
The lunchbox will tank in out of this when it's back.
Okay, please don't drop deadlies.
After first Void Blast, I'll tank it till the rest of the fight. Keep him alive. I'm just taking it now.
Alright.
On the
Keep all
J.
heals on MJ. Breath on range, breath on range.
Save the deadly. Let's go. Not slicing, because this isn't going to take 30 more seconds. This'll team, though. That came off cooldown.
Breath and melee.
Boss is dead. Belmo done. Perfect.
Fuck you, dwarf.
That's a good gun for you, son.
Oh, I got it last week. Already got that one.
Good for war, then.
How long was that run? Does anyone know?
Boone if you still have DMF.
Yeah, Boone if you have DMS still.
50 minutes, that's good enough for another run.
Yeah, about 30 minutes. Yeah, before just ran out.
About 30 minutes.
Exactly 2.
It's good for not really try hard.
Yeah, pretty good run.
Be quicker and quicker every week.
Have you
Every
got
couple days.
logs posted on your MO?
Yes, I have got the logs this time. Let's see if it actually worked.
Yeah,
Look at
having
that.
homunculi in this group is going to be crazy, you know? Like,
The Talwar.
insta-sunders just means that everyone can punt. Yeah, it's all learning, it's all practice, right?
Yes. While we get gear.
That's it. Next
sure
week,
you, learn.
next week I'm all down for like fapping and on that hallway and shit like that. Like we can optimize that.
We probably won't be next. Lockout.
Let's see.
Well, it looks like
Shit,
next
no.
lockout we're gonna have DMF as well.
I still have DMF. I think a lot of us still have.
Yeah, we.
27 minutes of it.
That, you know, I had 80. That run cost me 30. I got 50 minutes left.
I got
If they're
logs.
doing 2 a month and like we have 30-hour, 30-minute raids, like we can just have DMF pretty much all the time if you're not dying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, cool. Thank you for the invite and fun raid.
Yep, I will post the next sign up soon. I did log, it's loading right now. It'll be up in the channel when it's up.
We don't even need to do this strange water globe.
Catch you a bit.
Alright. GG's.
Alright, turn off the comms there. Okay. We went through the raid. The raid was good. I asked you guys at the start to hold questions to the end. So if you've got questions, now's the time to ask them. You know, what's my gear? What's my talents? What kind of rotation? Do you not get a free port on Horde? I don't know or care. We're just going back into town, so it's fine. Did you have fun? Yeah, I mean, it was a good raid. I thought it was a little weird. Like, my impression was that people got a little bit upset about Baron Aquinas, and there was one other thing that it's just like, settle down, we'll be fine. So the vibes were 90%, not 100%. That's all. It was fun. I'm very happy we got to Talwar. Playing that Alliance lifestyle of going directly from Cruel Barb to Talwar, not actually getting Outlaw Saber in between. What are those funny looking green guys? Oh, these are... You mean orcs? Like me? The green guy? Low CP and Venom and keep Slice and Dice up and uptime. Any better way to try to make sure DP stacks don't drop? I would not be pressing low combo point finishers. In my opinion, Deadly Poison stacks dropping is just something that's going to happen. And you don't want to make bad ability usage decisions to try to play around Deadly Poison dropping. That's what I would say. It's just something you gotta... It's just something that's going to happen. Have you firmed up on use of finishers? I've seen your guide on Wowhead change a couple of times. It hasn't changed since the 7th. I think was the last time I changed it. I think it was original and then one change, and then that's it. I think. Oh well, whatever. Is it worth it to hold back 5 combo point in Venom if Deadly isn't fully up? I'm not exactly sure. Like, I haven't done... There's a lot of testing to do to really nail down the Envenom damage formula. But the way it works in Wrath of the Lich King, which is what I've based most of my calculation off of, is... the only part that cares about your Deadly Poison stacks is the base damage of the ability. The base damage, the flat, like, damage from Envenom, chooses the minimum value between your combo points and your Deadly Poison stacks, and then does that amount of base damage. The attack power scaling only cares about your combo points. You know, if you have 5 combo points and 1 Deadly stack and you hit an Envenom, it gives you the attack power scaling of a 5-point Envenom. That's how it works on Wrath. It's very difficult to gain enough data to verify this formula because there's so many variables. You want to see, you know, 1 combo point. Basically, you need 25 different data points of 1 combo point. Well, not quite. You need like 12 or 15, whatever. Of like 1 point, 1 stack, 2 points, 2 stack, 2 points, 1 stack, 3 points, 3 stacks, 3 points, 2 stacks, 3 points, 1 stack, and then you need like a sample of like 20 or 30 of each of those to get a good average with a consistent attack power value and no like changing debuffs on the target. Basically, what I would like is to have someone who has a healing character come over to me and just heal themselves for like 30 minutes while I sit there and accumulate Envenom data. And I don't even know how I would figure that out, because like Warcraft logs could track the Deadly Poison stacks active when Envenom happens, but they don't track the combo point values. gosh, it's just really difficult to suss out that formula. And I have a suspicion that Envenom is better than I think it is, because we've seen some really big Envenom crits, and I don't understand it. Because, like, my calculation says that, like, Envenom's gonna be hitting, like, on average, like, 360 damage in Bisque gear is the average Envenom 5-point cast, which just seems lower than, you know, what's been experienced. You know, you're like seeing a high of like over 1,000 on an Envenom crit is impressive. So yeah, that's one thing that just like hasn't been fully tested yet because it's a very difficult thing to test. Okay. Next question. Is it worth it to hold back? Oh wait, no, that's the one I just read. Can you talk about your opener, Donuts? Yes. So on an Orc, we have Blood Fury, and it's very important to press Blood Fury before you start hitting your Saber Slashes against the target. Wait, hang on. They're still talking to me on Discord. Okay, closed off Discord. So you Blood Fury to get the temporary attack power bonus. If you're not Orc, just skip that step and do the whole rest of it the same. It's fine. You run up, Saber Slash 3 times, Thistle T, and then Saber, Slice and Dice. Slice and Dice is used against everyone except for Gamura. On Gamura, you're just not slicing because he has way too much armor. Reduces your auto attack damage too much, which makes Slice and Dice bad. But yeah, I mean, basically the opener is Saber, T, Saber, Slice. And if you want to get really fancy, the 4th and 5th Sabers, you could make those be Sinisters instead, and they'll do like 5 more damage or whatever. We ever exposing armor? I don't know if you are, but I ain't. Saber, the best spec for Rogue. Yes, I believe this is currently the best damage dealing spec for Rogues. Like this. 2 points there. Saber Slash, Deadly Brew, and Venom. Does it matter how many stacks of Deadly Poison are up on a boss for Envenom? Yes. Wait, did I talk about that? Yeah, I talked about that already. Poisons are better than Blackfathom Sharpening Stone. If you are using Deadly Brew Rune, you have no reason to ever put instant poison on your weapon. You just use a Sharpening Stone, and you get poison at the same time. That's what Deadly Brew does. It allows you to not have to apply poisons to your weapons, and you get to apply other stuff to them instead. Do poisons on Deadly Brew apply if you're double Sharpstone? Yes. Zarzel, Saber Slash, T. Thistle T. That's T. Thistle T, this. Bump up to 100 energy. Very good. Very powerful thing. Like, this is, like, basically Adrenaline Rush. I mean, Adrenaline Rush gives you 150 energy, but it's over 15 seconds. But an Adrenaline Rush costs you a global cooldown, too. This doesn't cost you a global. T is very good. This is a consumable you should be bringing on your rogue. All the time. It's a very, very powerful. You're actually griefing yourself if you're not using Thistle Tea. It's a very high impact consumable. Okay? Like, these other ones, they're like, yeah, kind of. Of all the consumables, this is the most important one. Can you apply Sharpening Stone to offhand and it still gets Deadly Brew? Yes. Yes. Deadly Brew works for main hand, it works for offhand, as long, you know, you could put whatever the fuck you want on your weapons, and it still gives you poisons. That's what it does. Where do you get these sharpening stones? The auction house. Technically, blacksmiths make them. But Blackfathom Sharpening Stone is pretty good. 2% chance to hit, which is nice. Which is a little bit better than Heavy Sharpening Stone, which is like the next best normal Sharpening. This is like +4 weapon damage. Not as good as +2 hit. Leave main hand alone. Well, if you have a Feral Druid that's giving you Wild Strikes, that's a temporary weapon enhancement. And you can't have 2 temporary weapon enhancements. So, if you want to benefit from Wild Strikes, you don't put a Sharpening Stone in your main hand. But if you don't have that Feral Druid, then yeah, you double Sharpening Stone. Let me see. Where is my Astral Essences? Greater Astral? Lesser Astral? Damn, bro. The price on Astral Essence did not spike today. Unfortunate. Troll or Orc for Rogue doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. You can pick whichever one you want and still deal damage. What's better, Full Bis Backstab or Saber Slash? I believe Saber Slash is the best build right now. Backstab, kind of actually pretty far behind on the spreadsheet, like 10% behind. That's that's big, you know, when you're talking about DPS estimates. Professions? Question mark, says Zarzel. Not really high impact this phase. You could be leatherworking and engineering and think that it matters, but you'd be wrong that it matters. You might do a tiny bit more damage by having access to a dynamite, or, you know, that's better than this, or, you know, 2 glove activations per raid. But really, Profession's just not really high impact. Do Sinister Strike at all, or only Saber Slash? On the FAQ, on the Discord, I will read it to you. Most of the questions I'm answering right now are literally on the Discord, in like BIS lists and talent guides and that stuff. Do I have to weave Sinister Strikes between Saber Slash for extra DPS? Do you have to? Well, no, not really. Just like most of these things. Most of the things people worry about are just like incredibly small impact that just don't matter. Sure. If you want to be super sweaty, it is true in most gear setups that the instant damage of Sinister Strike is just a few, like 3 to 7 damage before mitigation, 3 to 7 damage higher than the instant damage of Saber Slash. You could stack Saber Slash dot to 3, then use Sinisters until Saber Slash dot is low duration, then use 1 more Saber to refresh it. Very small DPS gain. And if, say, you know, you try to push it to the limit and, you know, squeeze in some Sinisters, and then you go in to refresh the Saber Slash dot, and your Saber Slash gets dodged, and then you don't have energy or time to refresh it before the stack fell off, well, then you just completely screwed yourself. Because losing that dot is so much more damage. Just a single tick of that dot is so much more damage loss than you would ever gain from putting the Sinister Strikes in. How did you get revered so fast for the Warsong Gulch rep? I don't actually have revered. I just have honored. This is an honored reputation. And I got most of that from doing the Ashen Veil event. This character only did like 4 Warsong Gulches. And I just did the Ashen Veil event whenever it was up. You know, go around, kill the lieutenants, tag all the little guys. When you're waiting for a lieutenant to spawn, it'll also spawn a bunch of, when the lieutenant does spawn, it'll spawn a bunch of little mobs also. If you go around and tag all the little mobs, you'll get rep from them. And that's like 100 rep if you tag all those mobs. So that's really important. I actually got myself some easy throw dynamite for non-engineers, just to help me tag a bunch of mobs in the Ashen Veil event, so I can, you know, get them tagged so I get rep for them. If you weren't playing a rogue, what Season of Discovery ult would you want? Well, let me show you. We're deciding between Troll Warrior and Tauren Warrior. I mean, the Tauren Warrior is kind of cool because he's a thick boy, you know? He's big. The Troll's kind of lanky and whatever. Kind of weird looking. I mean, the Troll has the berserking racial, right? That's, like, powerful and shit. But, like, this is a thick boy. You know? And I can war stomp people in PvP. How do you utilize your combo point on Lorga's Jet because of the constant switching to totems? The totem only spawns every 30 seconds. So you can usually basically do one 5-point finishing move on the boss, then switch to the totem, and then be able to build up 5 points again on Lorga's Jet before the next totem spawns. And that's basically it. I think this character is still better geared despite the honed Darkwater Talwar. This character I think is still my best geared rogue. I posted a pic in your Discord general chat. You think it's worth that price? I don't know. You might want to say like what item you're talking about or what price. And frankly, I have like over 200 gold on my account already. What's worth gold to me is much different than what's worth gold to someone who might only have like 15 gold. Can you show Deadly Brew Rune? Yeah, this is something you can also look this information up on Wowhead to just see what the rune is if all you want to do is read the tooltip. Has 3 different effects. Oh, there's no shot I'm training Sunder Armor on my warrior. It's not happening. Earthsinger's Eye says, most improvements in damage come from either uptime or better gear. Yes, that's 100% true. That like, most of the things is just, like, getting to the boss faster and continuing to attack the boss, like, not having downtime. Like, on Gamura, like, don't get knocked around out of melee range by the bubbles. Like, competently avoid them so you can continue attacking. That's really what is making a difference, not like whether you weave Saber Slash and Sinister Strike. That's some dumb bullshit that like people care about because that's the kind of thing people want to care about. How bad is the threat gen from the Void Gloves? Are we safe to pop it as a DPS? That completely depends on what tank is in your group. Certainly some tanks are, you know, just players, not even talking about like class by class. Some players are just better at generating threat than others, okay? So that's something you gotta feel out yourself to see if that's okay. For first boss to maximize damage, what runes do you prefer? What I did tonight and what I did actually on both of these characters. We ran both these characters today. We go Slaughter from Shadows here. And we go Shadow Strike on the gloves. And then we go Dagger in the main hand. And we're backstabbing. And it's backstabs. And then I go into a 1 slice and dice. And then I usually am building up to 5 for an eviscerate before the boss dies. And we're usually killing it in about 40 seconds. The Shadow Strike is on the glove. So that if you get knocked away from Baron Aquinas, you can quickly vanish. And then Shadow Strike to not get punted into the water and be right back on the boss. I haven't had to utilize that strategy ever since I started actually putting the Shadow Strike glove on. We just killed it and I never got knocked back, but one day we'll get knocked back and I'll vanish Shadow Strike and remain on the boss and it'll be great. What cloak is that? It's the Surgeon's Cloak. That's PvP rank 3. So that's +4 all stats. That's your best in slot cloak this phase. It's very good. Should Blizzard always work on making Rogue the best class at every phase at all times? Absolutely yes. Absolutely, absolutely, yes. Andre asking about what bracers I have. All the gear on both the characters is linked on 80 upgrades. We got a Discord link that has all the different characters I play in Hardcore, Wrath of Lich King, Classic Era, and Season of Discovery. So if you're ever worrying about gear, what gear I'm using, you can always see that link there. But we got our best in slot, plus 12 bracers on both characters. Yeah, it would just be insane, Rosado. Like I kind of want, like I was so ready to clutch the Vanish knockback, and then it just didn't happen. You liking Season of Discovery or Wrath of the Lich King more right now? Absolutely Season of Discovery. Season of Discovery is very chill. It's like, the bosses aren't hard, and like, frankly, WoW doesn't need to be hard to be fun. And the bosses in, like, Icecrown Citadel, they're hard as fuck. The vast majority of the player base cannot defeat Icecrown Citadel in heroic mode. It's way too difficult for the majority of the players. And what happens is, you know, for the majority of players, then the experience is normal mode. And knowing you're clearing it on easy mode, which doesn't feel like as much of an accomplishment. And when you get the loot, you don't say, oh my god, that's my Biss, Havoc's Call from the Lich King. You say, this is the best I'm going to get, because I'm not going to kill heroic Lich King. And it's so much worse of a feeling for so many people. And it's like, it's like you're denying that excitement of getting a Biss item or beating the game from the vast majority of your player base by making these bosses that are tuned for the top 2%. Oh god, that's my Walmart Biss. Oh god, Walmart Biss. Oh god. And frankly, I've said this a lot before. I find that optimizing this game and like sweaty min-max things are way more fun to do and way more fun to investigate and learn about when you literally don't have to do them whatsoever. When it's like totally optional whether you want to sweat that hard. But when the game is so hard that like most people just can't clear the content, then all those like optimizations and sweaty things feel substantially more like things that are necessary rather than things that are optional. And like doing that kind of sweaty optimization when it feels like it's required, I feel like is not as fun. Thanks to your spreadsheet, I had the foresight to soft reserve the trinket in BFD today, plus 6 DPS. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna open up this here spreadsheet that you just mentioned. You can find it on the Discord, and if you're watching this rerun on YouTube, Discord is linked in the video description. Give me a second. I want to see how big of an upgrade that Talwar was for my character. Saved builds. Oh, this is Simonizer's gear, which should be close to my other guy's gear. Let's see, Sergeant's Cape. I don't have that. Cape of the... Whoopsies. Cape of the Brotherhood. Tunic, no. I have plus 22 on this rogue. That's good, that's good, that's good. This is Fang Legs. Warsong Boots, no. Plus 16. That's correct. I don't have that one on my orc. I do have that. And I have a cross dagger of power instead. Good. So we went from Cruel Barb. Where is it? There's too many fucking weapons in this sheet. There needs to be another plague so I can delete all the weapons. Okay, 187. Up to Talwar. Literally the top of the list. 12? 12 DPS? Holy sheesh, dude. Okay, it's like 11.3 or whatever. Ooh, that's good. Oh, we should be orc. What if I should code Saber Slash to have the attack power value of the orc racial. Because you can just do that. I think orc is like Giga Biss because of that snapshotting. As long as Saber Slash is good, and as long as Saber Slash actually snapshots like this, the spreadsheet doesn't know how to do that. I didn't write that code in yet. That was a recent development. This list wrong, or are we only running 4% hit? Yeah, it's totally fine. Turns out when rogue abilities miss, it doesn't really matter that much. When a combo point builder misses, you get an 80% energy refund, and it's just like, you don't get hit for free. You get hit instead of other things, and it's not very available this phase. There's very few ways to gain hit chance. You know, it's Sharpening Stone, it's Precision Talent, it's the Glove, and it's the 3-piece set bonus, and that's it. There's no other hit chance accessible in the game. And really, the biggest problem with the Precision Talent is Tier 1 of the combat talents has only 2 points worth of damage-dealing talents. You have to spend 3 more points on either dodge or gouge, and they add nothing to your damage. So you want to get points in precision, you have to give up 3 talent points that you could otherwise spend on damage-dealing talents. And it's just, it's not that hit is bad. It's that the other things that you can access, that the trade-offs, are better. You know, you go into Assassination Tree, every single talent point you spend adds to your damage output. There's no wasted points to progress down the tree. Do you wait with Thistletea on Kelris for Phase 2? Yeah, when we were literally week 1 and wiping to that boss. Now I just send it right away in the opener. How much hit do you even need this bracket? I don't know about the human, but for most people, your ability hit cap is 6%. And I don't think that's an important, you know, threshold to reach. It's just totally fine if your ability misses, and then you just press it again. I use those gloves over the epic ones, because I'm not a leather worker. And the leather working ones, they're like only better when you can actually activate the effect on them. And when you can't activate the effect, they're basically equal to these gloves. So it's like, the leatherworking gloves are going to be better for like 2 pulls in the entire raid, and they're only a little bit better. By like a very small amount, they're like a little bit better, and I'm going to be able to use them, what, 2, maybe 3 times in one raid? So it's just like, yeah, it just doesn't seem like a priority. Not really a big deal. Does Mangle need to be applied before you apply Saber Slash? I don't believe so. That's never how Mangle and Bleeds have interacted before. I haven't specifically tested that in Season of Discovery, but, you know, Mangle has always been a thing where, like, when the bleed ticks, it checks if Mangle is active and does 30% more damage if it is. So even without the set bonus, 3% hit, and run 14-2, I'll still be blasting. Yeah, I believe this build, 14-2, is the best build for PV damage dealing rogues currently. Outlaw in offhand, DPS increase or loss? ZZZ asks. Well, that depends on what you're comparing it to. I'd say it's an okay offhand, but there are a lot of options that are better than it. Usually for an offhand weapon, you don't care very much about the weapon DPS, because it's not scaling any of your ability damage, and offhand auto attacks inherently have a minus 50% to their damage. So, like, the weapon DPS, not super important. What you're mainly looking for in an offhand weapon is a fast speed, so that it applies poisons more frequently, and you more reliably stack up and maintain stacks of deadly poison, and secondary stats, like attack power, agility, whatever that are on it. Now, Outlaw Saber has pretty good weapon DPS, but that's not super important. It has exceptional secondary stats. 15 attack power is pretty much the best secondary stats this whole phase for a weapon. Like, nothing beats that in terms of secondary stats. But the speed is a 2.7, so it's okay, but it's not great. Gerald Drip, hello. We just finished up a day. We did 2 Blackfathom Deeps. It was quite good. Could you say something interesting earlier about the orc racial? Does the spreadsheet not account for being able to keep the higher saber/bleed after the racial wears off? Not with the current public version. I will probably code that into the next update, so you can expect that when it says version 1.11. What's the plan for now, Simon? Farming anything else today? No, probably just, you know, answering your questions, hanging out for a little bit, then I'm gonna call it, make some dinner, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'm not planning to stream. I may stream, but not planning on it. Plan to work on YouTube videos. Get a, you know, rogue PvE guide out, you know, that does a quick cover of, like, talents, runes, you know, rotation, and differences in rotation for each boss strategy. You know, tips and tricks here and there. So that should be a good one. A lot of information packed into a small package. That's how I like to make my YouTube videos, but that's one, like, I wish I got it out earlier, but frankly, like, we've still been learning a couple of things. And, you know, I think now's the time. We've had enough lockouts. We know a fuckload about Blackfathom deeps. Will be nice to link that guy to people in my guild who won't listen to me. Yeah. I love that. I made one for Icecrown Citadel when Icecrown Citadel came out. Because a bunch of people were telling me, oh, you know, my raid leader's telling me I have to respec combat. Is Assassination dead in Icecrown Citadel? Are they right? Can I not play Assassin? And I made a video that was specifically like Assassination versus combat in Icecrown Citadel. And at the end of the, like, I talked about the comparison and, like, how they compare as you gear up and, you know, the differences, whatever. And at the end of the video, I was like, you know, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please show this to your raid leaders who are telling you you have to respec to combat and that Assassination is dead. Assassination is definitely not dead. It's fine. You know, I, like, specifically made mention of that. I thought it was good.